What's up, you guys? This is Rukov for RukovGrind. Before we continue, please make sure you don't just watch that episode and listen to it on the background like you're listening to music. Please think and watch the situations and think of what I'm saying and what I'm trying to show you. This way you're going to improve your game. Smash the like button, consider subscribing, and leave me a comment with any questions. With that said, enjoy the footage.
Do you like it? Because I don't. I don't know about you, but yeah. So I am very weak out of position, so I play. That's why I say, I don't know if I'm weak or not, to be honest, but I think I'm weak out of position. So what I do is I just play more straightforward. See, in position, I get creative. I 3-bet with queen 5. I triple barrel. But out of position, no. Keep the pot small. I'm good. Because again, you're gonna miss 70% of the time. That's one of the 70%. And now what we do? Otherwise, he raised the 4 cents. You call. He calls most likely. The pot is 12 cents, right? Yeah. Now you can check. He checks. He can bet 6 cents. You can call one time just to see. And it's still going to be cheaper. It's still going to be cheaper to call one time on the flop and call pre-flop than if you 3-bet pre-flop. Yes, I see. I understand that you don't have fold equity when you call, but I don't think it's going to be folding a lot anyways. So, let's see what else. River check. Okay.
I have ace high, so...
Let's see how it goes.
Maybe...
You say I have ace high, so a 3-bet. So you bet. You just want to continue the betting. That's what it is. It's nothing else. And he calls. Now, he called pre-flop, right? He calls on the flop, right?
It's gonna be triple.
And you continue betting with ace high. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if the river you didn't look out on the river, because I think you got lucky on the river, yeah. If that was a deuce of diamonds, you're fucked. You know what I mean? And this is one of the situations where your brain creates an illusion that, oh, I played the hand right because I won it. No. And then on a river,
hit the ace. So
let's see what you say.
He can call with ace jack, so I'm gonna check call.
You say he can call with ace jack, so I'm gonna check call. But ace jack beats you. I'm guessing you meant something like ace 10 that he can call. But what I wrote in my notes is the river you check is so he can bluff us. Also, he doesn't have a lot of money to begin with. Then I wrote discuss the hand. It's interesting. Here we check so we can give him a chance to bluff. Because if we bet and he has, I don't know, king 10, if we bet, he's gonna fold. But if we check, he's thinking, oh, he bet flop, bet turn. Maybe he does have maybe queens, kings, maybe tens, I don't know. But it feels like it's time for me to bet here. And he might ship all of it in, 71 cents. It's not gonna be over bet. So you give him a little bit of rope and he puts the rope around his neck, okay? It's very easy. So I just want you to know the reason why we're checking here, because it's very important. It is the right move. It is the right play for here. I don't agree with the pre-flop or the flop or the turn. But the river you play right, but you need to know the right reasoning why we do what we do, you know what I mean?
He can bluff with kings, maybe.
This is not my favorite hand to call 3-bets, to be honest. But I cannot really fold it. Jack deuce, look at him. Look at this guy. So versus him, if that was a, 3 of clubs, you're going to lose 16 cents plus 12 cents plus 20 cents. Uh-huh. So you play versus idiots. You gotta be on level 2. They're on level 1. You know about the metagaming? I don't know if I explained that into the video. I don't think I did. Yeah, that level 1 is what I have. Level 2 is what I think my opponent have. Did I explain this? Yeah. Yeah. So you gotta be only on 1 level above them. If you're more than 1 level above them, you're gonna be value betting yourself. Do you have a HUD? Oh, you do have a HUD. How? Yeah, but how? Just real quick, guys, if you haven't checked my course for beginners, the link is down below and there's a coupon code only for the YouTube viewers. Well, if PokerStars allows it, good for you. Because I heard that they don't.
Here.
This hand is kind of, I would check back here for he still might have a better ace. He might have ace king, ace queen, and aces, and like just checks them after a 3-bet. So I'm gonna check for pot control. But you went ahead and bet.
Usually.
And ace jack is like the
Top pair.
bottom of my calling range there. See? See?
Raise.
I actually didn't write down this hand, I don't think. Let's see. Oh, I did. Ace jack, yeah, I wrote ace jack. I will check back there. He has better aces than us. Pot control. What do we do if he check raises? We don't know if he has ace king, aces, or flush draw. And actually, that's what exactly what happens. Instead of this, you can just check back flop for pot control and play the turn and the river. Because now we're gonna make the pot bigger, out of proportion. We don't know what's going on. Here we gotta call and then fold the turn.
Draw.
You know what I mean? So if you're gonna call here and fold the turn, why are we calling the flop? And this is why your red line is going down, down, down.
This.
Even worse, if you call here and you fold the river. Because it's the non-showdown winnings. And this was non-showdown winning. I mean, that was non-showdown losing, but yeah. 7-16, 5-4 offsuit. Let me see what's up with hand. Very bad for defense. Oh, yeah, dude. Dude, what is this? Come on. He got 4-5 offsuit, man. I know it's a min race. I know. And if you do that, you need to bluff a lot post flop. And talking about bluff, you know what I think about bluffing on 2-0, right? Yeah. So if you do this, you gotta basically, he bets here, you float. You know, it's called floating when you call with an intention of bluffing later on. He bets here, you float. Then if he bets on the turn, you gotta raise, and then you gotta. It's just why it's 2-0 limit. Just chill. You know what I mean? It's easy. You don't need to make it more complicated.
So if it was 4-5 suited,
And
Better.
check.
Better. 4-5 suited, still not great, but way better. Also, keep in mind, 4-5 suited, how many combinations? 4. 4-5 offsuit, how many combinations? 12. Yeah. So, for every 16 times, or let's say for every 4 times you got 4-5 suited, 1 time you're gonna call, 3 times you're gonna fold. So that limits the amount of time that you can fuck up and make a mistake. Also, you have a better hand. 4-5 suited is way better than 4-5 offsuit. You can flop 1% of the time you're gonna flop a flush. 10% of the time you're gonna have a flush draws. By the way, it's a 10%. I don't know if I told you this. You know the set amount, how often you flop a set?
flopping a set like 20%.
20? Hell no. It's
Yeah,
10.4.
10.4. Okay.
20% is in 6 max hold'em. If you heard of this game, 6 plus hold'em. Have you heard of it?
Oh, yes.
It's 20% there. Yeah. So it's 10%, give or take, to flop a set, and it's almost the same to flop a flush draw. So it's equally hard. But here you cannot flop a flush draw. You can if all 3 cards are. It's a low flush draw too. Yeah. Alright, 9 minutes and 40 seconds.
Jack loose.
We're looking for 10 deuce. There you go.
Sometimes I call to defend.
Okay, so we got 5-4 offsuit, which is a total trash. And now we got 10 deuce, which is actually more playable. It's suited, high card. If you hit a 10, maybe it's going to be a top pair. If with 5-4 you hit a 5, most likely it's not a top pair. You know what I mean? Because there's better, it's higher cards than 5-4. Than 5 and a 4. Here, snap fold, bro.
Sometimes I call.
And then you say, listen to this. You say, sometimes I call. What? Tell me. But we fold here, but we call with the 5-4 offsuit. And then you say, sometimes I call. Tell me what does sometimes mean? What is sometimes when it's February, when you drink coffee today, when the moon is full? Like, what does it mean sometimes?
So maybe that's
Good question, right? So, listen to what I'm going to tell you. First of all, that's wrong. I mean, just range-wise, it's wrong. If you want to create sometimes habits, what I do is, for example, if I have a flush draw, and I decide to check raise on the flop, the when the you know what determines if I bet? I mean, I bet, I check raise flop, I bet turn, and then on river I miss, right? You know when I sometimes bet on the river as a bluff as well. You know when? When the river is a spade.
Alright guys, that was the video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, leave me a comment, and I'll see you next time. Keep grinding and good luck on the tables.